Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello, people, and welcome to Footy Judge Mo. Welcome to the Cooking Lounge. We'll be joined by the rest of the panel, of course. But congratulations to Spurs and all the Spurs fans. They actually made European glory at the current moment. They are the people with 4 European trophies, of course, at the current moment.
Wow.
We'll be joined by Husam. 4 European trophies for Spurs.
Is that
Congratulations.
the most in London? Is that more than Chelsea?
No, Chelsea have way more.
Well, Chelsea have how many Europas? I know they have at least one.
They have 2 Europa Leagues, 2 Champions Leagues, 2
Okay, 2
Super
Europa.
Cups. So Chelsea have
Potentially a conference league. They could be the first team to get the trifecta.
Yeah, Chelsea are in
I
for
don't know,
it. But big
man.
up
Underdog season though.
trophyless Arsenal, trophyless Man United, trophyless Man City as well.
Crystal
that
Palace
is
have more
great.
trophies this season than Arsenal.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. How's everyone doing? Sunshine is joining us. Kate is here. Husam is going to be joining us. Hopefully, Husam and Jess will be joining us momentarily. How's everyone doing? Kate is like smiling like from ear to ear.
It should be, man. I'd be happy too after what, 18 years, 17 years? Congratulations.
41 years without a European trophy. I'm absolutely buzzing. Buzzing.
Happy for you. I feel
Thank
terrible.
you. Thank you. Yeah, it's a long time coming. Let's say that.
Yeah.
Why is a long time coming? Spurs.
What, the
guys.
trophy?
2008.
Correct.
Oh, yeah, that was an FA Cup, though, right?
That's the
That
year
was
I
not a
got
Carabao
married. Carabao Cup, yeah.
When is that last time they won a major trophy?
41 years ago.
Oh, my word.
There you go, you see. It's been a long time coming.
Longer than I've been alive.
Yeah, see. It's not
Hit
longer
that-
than I've been
Hit that
alive.
like button, people. How you doing, Sunshine? You're right.
You know, the morning after is always the hardest. It's always the hardest.
Aw.
I'm happy for Kate, though.
Thank
Obviously,
you.
there's a lot of Spurs fans that I'm happy for. It's just, I think this is the lowest my club has been in a really long time. So it's not a good place to be.
Being 16th and not win a trophy is like, I don't know.
I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot of things. It's 16th. It's how we're playing. It's the players we have. There's a lot. There's a lot.
Shannon, you're trying to get Inzaghi if Amorim gets sacked. You're like, oh.
Who said that?
News said that.
Yeah, I don't buy it. I don't think they're gonna sack Amorim. So
Yeah, he needs a real window because like he just came in. And I'm not gonna like say that because he didn't get anything players in January because it's January. Like give him a summer at least. Like try to give him some players to fit his system.
Kate, congratulations. Are you still Ange out though?
Don't ask me that today, Mo. The emotions have taken over, and I'm kind of a little bit Angian now. I'm not going to lie.
Mm.
I kind of feel like this guy has brought us something I haven't seen in a long time, and I can't bring myself to say those immortal words of Ange out, because surely this guy deserves at least till Christmas to see what he can do. You know, is it true? Did he just prioritise the Europa League and give up the league form? I don't know, but to sack him after he's just delivered what no one's been able to do in 41 years seems absolutely outrageous.
All right.
And I don't want to flip him.
How are you, Nina? You promised to be here, win or lose, and you won against Man United.
I did, yes. I'm good. Congratulations, Kay. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. How's everyone else?
Yeah, we're all right. We're all right.
I drove for 10 hours yesterday, and then I came home and watched the replay. And I'm sorry, it was not a showcase of a good football game yesterday. It was a bad game.
I think
that looked like 16 for 17.
The goal that they scored hurts. It makes me sick. Just
the fact it came down to an own goal just sums up like what a fucking joke that final was. But hey, man, Kate, take the trophy and run. Like
I am.
Take it and run.
I would absolutely.
Are you in that camp? Are you had a better season than Arsenal as well? By the way, Jess is a little bit busy. She might join us in a bit. She just woke up. There's a little bit of work. Have you had a better season than Arsenal?
It's not even an argument, because they've got nothing to show for it at the end of it except second place again. Haven't won anything again. Champions of Europe, they'll never sing that again. So there's absolutely no doubt that we've had a better season than Arsenal. I don't think you can argue.
God, North London Derby next season. When y'all roll into the Emirates singing Champions of Europe, you'll never sing that. Cinema.
I gotta tell you something. You cannot be like 16th in the league and say I had a better season than Arsenal unless you don't think your club is big enough.
Yes, you can.
Yes,
because no one cares. In the record books, it ain't going to show that Tottenham finished 17th and Arsenal finished
But
2nd.
we're not in the record books. We're here today.
It's going to show in history that we won a trophy that year and they didn't. That's it.
I hear your point. That is in 5-10 years, not today. We're discussing this today. I get your point.
I don't understand how you can say Arsenal have had a better trophy. You don't better season. You don't get a trophy for coming second.
No one said they get a trophy, but what is so you won Europa League? You think unless do you think if Man United won Europa League, they had a better trophy than better season than Arsenal?
Yes.
Then everyone here think that Manchester United, big Manchester United, being 16th in the league and winning Europa League, do you think that is a better season than Arsenal?
No, I don't think it's a better season because different clubs have different standards. Man United,
exactly my point.
The club that they are, you're not going to have a better season than Arsenal and finish 16th, because we've seen Man United win Premier Leagues and Champions Leagues. It would have been the same thing for Chelsea. But a club like Crystal Palace, who won an FA Cup for the first time in their life, of course they've had a better season than Arsenal. A club like Tottenham Hotspur, no disrespect, Kate, but we know like what Spurs are. Fact that you won the Europa League, of course they've had a better season than Arsenal because they're Spurs. This is just the reality of the situation. Like Man United have won the Europa League before, and it meant really nothing to them. At least at the time they were in 6th place. They were in 6th, so at least it's a bit more acceptable. But being in 16th, I'm sorry. When you're Man United, you can't be in 16th, because as bad as Liverpool were, we were bad for 30 years. I've seen us be bad for 30 years. We were never 16th bad. The worst I've seen my club finish was 8th. Like, that's the worst. And I'm talking about Roy Hodgson. I'm talking about Maxi Rodriguez scoring a winner away in Bolton, 1-0 in the 90th fucking minute for us to, get to the first away win since August and blah, blah, blah. Like, I've seen really bad times, but it was never 16th bad. So the fact that they're in 16th is just pathetic, to be honest with you. And even the Europa League yesterday wouldn't have made them had a good season. However, with Tottenham Hotspur, I'm going to call out Kate and all the Spurs fans who are complete hypocrites. Because in August, if I had asked them all and I said, are you okay with finishing 17th but winning a trophy? Everyone went like, yes, finally we win a trophy. And now the fact that it's happened, everyone's like, oh, Ange this, Ange that. Ange deserves a statue now because he's done something that Mourinho and Conte and Poch and Harry Redknapp, none of them could do. You were in the Europa League. You competed in that trophy. You have gained Champions League qualification and the trophy. For many people, by the way, 17 years ago, I was a 13-year-old. I was 13 years old 17 years ago. That's how long ago that shit was. I'm a fully grown-ass man now. I'm 30. And this is the first time I've seen Spurs win a trophy since Juan de Ramos and Jonathan fucking Woodgate. That's how long ago it was. So the fact that Spurs won a trophy now, I think Ange deserves a congratulations. I think he's dropped the best bar in football since Jose Mourinho. Like
Yes.
the Jose Mourinho bar in 04 where he says, I'm the special one. This is the best bar, like, since then, literally. Literally, this is the best bar since then. So for me, he said, I always win things in my second season. He's done it. And Spurs, you want Champions League qualification, right? You got that and the trophy. So why the fuck are you complaining? Ainge should be given anything he wants now. This is it. And one thing I will say, sometimes when you're in a position where you're like 17th, 16th, or you're having a really bad season, they always say the manager lost the dressing room. Yesterday, I 100% know for a fact that Ainge has not lost the dressing room.
Bro, everyone plays for him, bro.
They're inviting him to the celebrations. Madison and I think it was Spence.
They had a
were holding
poster
up a-
made already for him, bro. Like,
yeah,
before they give him
poster
the-
made already
Big
for him.
one.
Like they all really like Ange. So if I'm in Levy's place, contract extension, mate. Give him the money and let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, but is he a good manager?
Of course he's a
How
good
you can
manager.
be a good manager and be
17th?
16th in the league? Or
I don't
17th in
know.
the league.
Why do you
No,
use
Spurs
injury excuse
relegation
for
is being
Arsenal, not
awful.
Spurs?
United
They've
and
had their
Spurs
whole
are
Okay,
team.
not
if you're
good.
gonna say about the injuries, fine. But the injuries is 17th is bro. 17th is wild. Bro.
Yeah, but
It's
they're
They're not
wild.
even at 40 points.
It's
Either
wild.
team,
Both
both
teams
teams might
aren't.
not get 40
They're
points
Spurs,
this
it's
season.
okay.
That's crazy.
Exactly that. You're belittling Spurs, and that's what you think, which is fine.
I'm not belittling Spurs at all.
And I'm sorry, Spurs are in a dilemma. If they say they had a better season than Arsenal, they admit they aren't on the same stature.
We're
If they
not.
say-
We're not on the
Oh,
same
okay.
stature as Arsenal anymore. We're miles away from where Arsenal are. But trophies are what counts
You're-
in football. That's all as Tottenham fans we ever get told. Oh, it doesn't matter. When we were finishing second, third under Poch, we got it thrown in our face all the time. Doesn't matter. You don't get a trophy for that. But when Arsenal do it, it's all of a sudden, oh, they're so good. They're so good. No, where's your trophy? You ain't got one. We've got one. Suck it up. It's as easy as that.
I'm just here for the banter, for bantering Arsenal fans.
Who are
We
you
should get-
bantering?
You should get a
Who are
Crystal
you?
Palace fan in here to start bantering Arsenal fans. That'd be funny.
What? Why Arsenal catching strays while Man United finished trophyless, right? And they are 16th in the league, lost to Spurs in the final, and Arsenal catching strays. It's
Oh, dude. I bet
It's
Sam and
because
I
you
were having
are.
big parties yesterday because Man United lost.
Yeah, it's because you are still had a better season. I'm saying trophies. Oh, we've always been told trophies are what matters. We won a trophy, they didn't. So there you go. Job
So
done.
why
That
nobody's
came down
bantering
to
Man
2
United?
on Wednesday. Does that count for us as well? Can I
Yeah.
say that after we win on
You
Wednesday?
can.
Hopefully.
The Reed
Anthony,
Parade
I need
in,
an
London
Anthony
this
hat trick. I need an Anthony hat trick.
Oh, yeah.
None of that-
Hey,
none of that is done.
Nina
None of
and
that
Mo
is
are
done.
on watch because we've had all the underdogs winning trophies this season. This is the year of the birds. I don't know.
But they're birds free, we heard, so I think we're okay.
They're
The bird
birds
is the
free.
word.
But they're still an underdog.
I don't think that conference tournament matter at all for Chelsea. It's not even that big of a
Of
deal.
course. What do you
It
mean?
matters for their players because
Brother, this is-
them learn how
Okay,
to win so
imagine
they
the
can
first
challenge for the
real
league.
game. Imagine the first real game you play is the final, like in the whole
Yeah.
tournament.
I know.
The first real game you play is in the final. So maybe they should have cut the crap, put Chelsea in the final, and make the other teams play, and then play Chelsea in the final. They wasted
No.
your time. Like, to
Well,
be honest
Villa
with you.
was in the same tournament last year, and they gagged in like the semifinals.
Yeah.
So maybe
To
it's
be
not
honest
as
with
easy
you,
as we think it is.
If Chelsea think they are that big of a club, Conference League doesn't matter. Doesn't matter that much. Nobody should go
Yes,
off
it's
the
just
rail.
a young
young
Nobody's
core
gonna
of
do
players,
it.
though. This is very
Oh.
important for their development to
Yeah.
go to a final and to learn how to win it. It'll help them next season to win maybe a Carabao or an FA Cup or challenge for the league. Like once you get that winning mentality, it'll help that
From
team going
Conference
forward.
League.
Yes,
Conference League.
it's
is
something.
winning
Hey, our
mentality.
final is on Sunday, okay? It's not Wednesday, it's on Sunday.
I
Give
love
us
that.
our expectations, okay? There you go. That's it.
That's it.
I've said
Sunday
it.
you win, you celebrate. Sunday you win
Yes,
the game, you
Sunday
celebrate.
we celebrate, that's right.
That's it. Forget Conference League or not
Yeah, we-
Conference
yeah,
League. I
we
think
will.
you have to celebrate.
That's
Let me
our
do this.
get out of jail from Wednesday card.
If you don't win on Sunday, I think that should be I think that would be like, I don't know what's gonna happen on Sunday. Let me just do
If
this.
she doesn't
Last-
win the conference, she won't be here Thursday.
Forget the conference, Habibi. If they don't win Sunday, they don't make Champions League. That is
Don't
way
open
more
my calendar
detrimental.
right now.
Oh,
La-
here we go. Go
la-
through my calendar. Here we go.
It won a major. She was 31 years old. You don't know.
Ooh,
That's
rude.
kind of
She
weird.
said it on the terrace
Oh,
yesterday.
she did. Okay.
No, I said that on the terrace that last time we won the Carabao Cup, not a major European trophy. I'd be in my 70s if that was the case.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I thought they were calling you, and I'm like,
Yeah, but I think he's talking about the Carabao Cup. I think so.
Yeah.
Gareth
Yeah.
Bale was on that team, wasn't he?
The Carabao is a
I
major.
just woke up. My brain's a little funny. It's
Terence
intimidating.
Daniels is saying, big up panel, just seen Al-Ahwa and what a Jacob masterclass.
Oh, dude.
Still fuck Spurs. Rest in peace, Man United. Arteta
Gotta
on
watch
fraud
that.
watch. Come on, you would. Arteta's on fraud watch, but Ange is not after being 16th. Or Amorim is not on fraud watch.
Oh, Amorim is for sure.
He has to get sacked, to be honest.
He deserves a chance. He walked
no, he
into a disaster of a roster midseason and has had no like real window to improve his
See,
team.
I'm on
He's
the
only-
fence because I was on the boat where if we lost, I low-key wanted him to resign. Personally.
He doesn't have any
Nobody
players, though.
gives
That
away.
roster
Nobody
is
gives away free
crap.
money. By the way, Kilk, you're lagging. Is it only me or
No, she is. She's frozen for me.
you're
Oh,
frozen?
my frozen? Here, I'll even come
Yeah.
back.
Yeah. Would you rather finish 8th win an FAA Cup or 2nd with no trophies? As an Arsenal fan at this point, just give me the cup. Okay, Brian, fine. Would you rather next season win the cup double and finish 17th in the league, Brian? Brian, answer me this. If I told you, Brian, next season you're gonna win a cup double and you finish 17th or 16th in
But
the
why
league.
don't you give the Arsenal equivalent? Why are you trying to prove him wrong? Give him an option right now. Finish 17th and win Champions League. See what he
No,
says.
no, no. But Europa League is not Champions League.
Yeah, but Champions League gets you Champions League qualification.
No. Champions League is not okay. So next season, Brian. Okay, let's say there was no. Next season you finish 17th and you win Europa League. Would that be all right then? All the
We
Arsenal
might-
fans can answer this.
We might not finish 17th yet. If we win and results go our way, we can finish 14th. And that sounds a damn sight.
Hey,
Oh,
well done.
Lord.
Hey, well done.
Just
I love
like
it, man. I love it. I love it.
Shameless game. I'm here for it. Fantastic.
Who's your last
Shameless
game? Who does first play?
we got
Shameless-
Brighton at home.
Oh,
Shameless Skate
Ooh.
is fantastic. It's
An interesting
fantastic.
game.
Zayn here is saying Ange won Spurs their first trophy in 17 years, so he had a better, more successful season than Arteta. Ange achieved his objective, and Arteta hasn't. And both had so many injuries. Trophies matter the most, 100%. I'm gonna give you another. Zayn, you're a Liverpool fan. You won the league this season. Next season, right? You win the cup double. All right. You win
No,
the cup
because
double.
we're at a different
but you fin-
standard, which I explained to you.
So you're a different standard. Okay, but
I think
that's the
they're
whole
cup double.
point.
The
Liverpool and Man
Champions
United are at a different standard. Why can't people accept
Do you
it?
consider Arsenal different standard
And
or
City
no?
actually now are at a different standard.
And do you consider Arsenal and Chelsea different standard? Okay, Nina, quickly. Next season, you win Conference League this season. Let's say you don't get Champions League. Okay, God forbid. I'm gonna tell you, in Conference League, so you qualify for Europa League. I'm gonna tell you, instead of you being in the top 5 next season, you're gonna finish, and I'm gonna go extreme, 10th under Maresca next season, right? But you win Europa League. Would you take that season, or would you take challenging? Okay, let me just put. Or would you take you challenge for the league next season, and you finish 3rd or 4th comfortably, and you reach just a quarter final of the Champions League? Which one are you taking?
The second one.
Without a shadow of a doubt. And
So
everyone
Europa
from the big
League,
clubs would
so-
do that.
So either winning Europa League and finishing outside of top 5, top 4,
Which is you're going to
Or-
qualify for Champions League.
or get into a quarterfinal in the Champions League, which we've been
And
out
finish
for a
3rd
couple
or
of years
4th.
and so that means challenging all
Yeah,
the whole
kind
way.
of. Yeah, kind
Yeah.
of challenge.
That's what I picked.
Okay, logical. Thank you so much.
It's
Logical.
not logical, Mo. It's that different clubs have got different standards. Chelsea is serial
But you
winners.
guys want to be put. But you guys want to be put in the top 6 category all the
Yeah, but they
time.
can only
No,
get
no,
there
no,
by
who's-
winning.
Who says that? I said earlier in the season, the difference with me and other Spurs fans is I know where we are. And I
Thank
don't
you
think
so much.
we're at the moment a top 6 team. So you can't compare us to Chelsea, who are serial winners and win trophies season after season, who have won Champions League. We've gone 17 years without a trophy. So this to us is massive. Arsenal
Okay,
have gone.
why
6
do when we
years without a
say
trophy.
that? Why when me and Husam say this?
Yeah.
we get by the Spurs fans. They don't like it.
Because majority of young Spurs fans are idiots, Mo. It's as easy as that. They think football started when they were born. They don't understand the history of our club. You know, they just think that we're a bank club, but we should be top six because we got to one Champions League final. That was an anomaly, if you like, because after that, Daniel Levy didn't invest because that's what Daniel Levy does. So we've dropped down to it. And where we are, I don't think we're a 17th or even a 14th place team. I think we're a top 10 team. That's for me. But we should be winning trophies. Through history, we've always been a cup team. But you cannot compare us to Chelsea. You cannot compare us to Liverpool. And the reason you can compare us to Arsenal is because we get told we're bottlers when they bottle it just as much as we do, as they've shown again this year, because they haven't won a trophy.
Fair enough. Like, I get it. I want to ask a question about Spurs before we go on to other people. But I'm going to do the rest of the super chat. Let me just do these because they're related to what you just said. Can't really call out Kate. She's getting Ange tattoo.
Oh, really? Wow.
It was a bet I had. So, yeah, I am. Yeah.
Are you really?
Yeah.
What
cool.
is it?
What is
I'm
it?
going to get the Europa League trophy. You have Champions
with Ange's face.
No, I'm going to have It's Who We Are, mate, put on it. I can't have Ange's face. It'll look like my granddad or something on my arm. But no, I'm just going to have It's Who We Are, mate, I think.
That's phenomenal.
Maybe a kangaroo or something.
Saba had the same bet and he said he ain't doing it. I stick by my bets and I'm going to get it done.
Big up Ahmed is saying, you don't play finals, you win them. Chelsea lost. Ahmed, you're a Chelsea fan. You are masters in losing fucking finals. That's as far as I know.
You cried last 4 times at Wembley.
Yeah, we get it.
But Chelsea win
Sorry,
finals.
Nina.
Well, like,
Including their most recent one.
I think
last
Chelsea
season.
won one of the toughest finals I've seen, which is the Munich.
Oh, the Bayern one, yes.
Wasn't that at Munich?
You said it, not me. Huh?
Just to go beat Bayern Munich at the Munich Stadium at the Bavaria Stadium.
Yeah, and 13 years later they have to beat Betis in a final. It's crazy.
Hey, but at least we got that leg to stand on, right? Who else?
Ryan, those dirty man rats crying their eyes out. The most beautiful sight in the sport. Hold that sky, you fraud. Sam is a fraud, by the way. You ranted after Edward and Hughes rejected Amorim and said slot out. Slot is bigger than Klopp.
I'm not going to reply to you.
Wallah al-Azim, I don't know, Ryan. What
Sounds like I'm not responding.
Bro, Sam really said that it was emotional, all the stuff. I don't think Sam wanted Amorim. You have to direct this to Tom Little, who wanted. Tom Little did videos about studying Amorim's system and how it works for Liverpool.
Everyone knows who I wanted. I wanted Xabi Alonso.
Yeah, like I don't think that is directed to the wrong person, Ryan.
You might not have to wait too long for him. I don't
And
see him
Ryan
lasting
gets
very long at
bantered.
Real
The
Madrid.
girls in the panel are 16 out of 10. By the way, he's laughing out loud. All right. You're all talking about standards. Big clubs do both, win a trophy and stay afloat. This excuse that being second is a success is bullshit because if you're a big, you do both. Yeah, but Arsenal didn't do both, so and no one said
saying
that
they need to
Arsenal
win
are
a
successful.
Carabao Cup, and they never do.
And Arsenal are not successful at this season. No one said that. No one said that. African, no one said that, bro. As an Arsenal fan, I am desperate for a trophy, but I fear the long-term danger of finishing 17th. Congratulations, Spurs, but you have a lot of work to do. Finally, an objective conversation. Yes, Spurs have a long way to go.
Of course we do. No one's disputed that. None of us have come out and said, not that I've seen, no Spurs fans have come out and said, you know, we're the best team in the country because we won the Europa League. But we got that monkey off our back. He's brought into a winning mentality into the club, which is what every manager has been brought in to do. Poch didn't manage it. Mourinho didn't manage it. Conte didn't manage it. Ange has come in, said, I always win things in my second season. And he's gone and won us the Europa League. Now we should build on this. And this is where it comes down to Levy, whether we back this guy or whoever he's going to bring in and get us moving back up the table, or whether he dishes out the same drivel that he normally does and gives us like 18-year-olds without any experience.
Yeah. Luke is saying, hit that like button, people. Come on, people. Hit that like button, people. Guys, let's get the likes up with 1,000 people here when we're only on less than 200 likes. Hit that like button. In trophies ranking, where is Club World Cup in the new format? I know the
It's
lowest.
still below a lot of things, like whether you like
Yeah. Champions League is still number one.
Yeah, Champions League number one,
Premier
Prem
League
number two.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I mean it's
I
above
don't.
the Super
Listen.
Cup,
Even
but-
though Inter playing it, I don't think I'm gonna even watch it. To be honest with
I'm
you.
not going to
Nah,
any
we're
games.
I'm gonna watch it, but
I'll
yeah.
watch it.
We're
yeah.
probably gonna watch it, but not like all games. Like no one's
Yeah.
gonna be sat here watching Chelsea versus like Leon from
Look, I'm sorry. If
Mexico.
Man City play a team
Monterrey.
for some reason, I'm not. I might watch my team play, and it depends on the vibes. If we bottle the league and we bottle the Champions League at the end,
Oh,
I
yeah.
might not even watch it. To be honest.
They're giving it a lot of prize money though. Like the winners get like 100 million or something. Like a lot of money. I'm like, really?
It's fixed.
Premier
Yes.
League
Crazy.
Moyo fraud. Let me ask who has better season as a manager and who has better season, Gasperini at Atalanta or Vincenzo at Bologna winning the Coppa. But that is different. It's completely different because it's the level. And Sam explained it. If we're going to hold Spurs to the pit of being a top 6 team, the amount of money they spent, they should be doing better than 17th. Without a shadow of a doubt, winning Europa League does not justify you being 17 then. But I don't think people understand. 17th. Chelsea went mad when they were 12th. Like they said the club might be finished. 17th is why.
Yeah, but Chelsea are used to having oil money to buy it and do whatever they want to win trophies. Tottenham have never had that.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nina catching strays. Can we have thank you everyone for sending super chats. Appreciate you all. Thank you so much. What is next for Manchester United? I'm
Hell.
being serious.
Hell is next.
You got to worry about not getting relegated next season.
Can we be? I really. Okay, we'll just spend a little bit of time on.
Yeah,
Is this club ever? If this club ever gonna go back to to being one of the top clubs?
No need to laugh.
You know who you're talking to, right?
Your mic, sir.
Yeah.
No, it's gonna take a while. I'm not even gonna sit here and try to, try to grasp at straws. We are terrible. We are awful. And it has to fix immediately. Immediately. I mean, if you just look at us on the table, 39 points. What we got like negative 11 or 12 goal difference. Like we can't score. And our players, like we just don't have quality in our lineup as well. And I think it's trying to find a way. I think the issue is too, we're recruiting for managers instead of recruiting for how we want to be as a club. And that's kind of getting us in this rut because we were recruiting for Erik ten Hag. It didn't work. So now we have players that won't work for Amorim, and then we're going to recruit for Amorim. If he doesn't work, then we're stuck again. So I think we need to find our identity as a club first with the board, and that needs to trickle down, and then we can build from that. Can we do that with Ineos and the Glazers? I don't think so. I don't think so.
Honestly, and also these PSR rules are going to handcuff you because it's all based on revenue.
By the
and
way,
you just lost a
Husam-
big chunk of revenue. So
Yeah, Husam sent me something that it's the first time in years that Liverpool are gonna be surpassing Man United in revenue in this year, and by a mile, by about 20%.
But that's not surprising.
yeah, they just got a big chunk of change from winning the
It's
Premier
very
League. It's
surprising
like
to
100
me.
mil.
I mean, Mo, you've been basically ripping into Spurs today, saying we're 17th, but we beat Man United 4 times this season.
Yeah.
4 times. I mean, that's unheard of.
I mean, and not only that, I don't think we've beaten you since like 2022.
No, correct. You haven't. So
This is gonna be
Spurs
the
just
biggest
hate Manchester.
revenue. This is gonna be the biggest revenue margin in football history,
And that is the biggest revenue drop, I think.
Yeah.
The biggest
So this goes
revenue
for all the
drop.
people who like to compare club size using revenue. Yeah, hold that as well now. It's dumb.
Man United, if I'm not mistaken, are gonna make less money than Arsenal this season.
Well, also we didn't get Champions League, so we're missing out on money that we need too. And I remember reading something, I can't remember if it was like the beginning of the year or not, that said if we didn't get Champions League, like we could have sponsorship brands that would be on the line because we don't have,
Yes.
that revenue or that, promotion. So that's kind of concerning as well that we could lose brand deals because of it also.
Telling
Also,
you,
one thing I will
PSR,
say-
you're gonna hate it.
Today there came out reports just to make Sky's day a lot worse. That now they're gonna miss out on their main targets, including Cunha. By the way, I don't know if you guys
Including
saw
what?
the reports.
Ooh.
I don't know if you guys saw the reports, but there are people on Twitter now saying that even the likes of Cunha might not be headed to Man United because of the financial restraints, so they might need to look elsewhere. So,
I mean, it changed a lot for sure.
good luck, mate.
Yeah, and so you're gonna have to sell players to raise money to buy new players, and I don't see anybody wanting to buy any of your players.
I mean,
Actually, Cal, can I shock you? Inter are interested in Højlund today.
I know. I saw that too.
Inter want Højlund.
No. Well, they'll offer you like $5 million.
Hello,
for
darkness,
Rowe.
my old friend. Hi, Mo. You want Højlund, huh? You want Højlund. Nice.
I think
Nothing about
Højlund.
Torre didn't sound so
I
bad, does
genuinely
it?
think Højlund will cook for us.
He probably could.
Why? Because he had like what
Play
7
his
goals in
rosters.
Serie A.
I'm being, by the way,
Wow.
Højlund under Inzaghi. I don't think people understand. I actually think that the Man United as a football club, as an institute, wallah, I think this is me being serious, no banter. As an institute, players go there and perform to about 20 to 30% of their football ability. You're never going to tell me. I watched some of Rasmus Højlund when he played the year at Atalanta. This is not the same guy. This is definitely someone else. I am being serious. I'm not saying he's a world beater, but you cannot tell me the guy has lost his touch, his speed, everything. He wasn't that bad, because if he was that bad, Man United would have never spent 70 million on him. You can't convince me that Man United are that stupid. Manchester United, and I'm repeating
That's pretty
this.
stupid.
Man United are a grave for football players. Everyone gets worse, and it's about the mentality. And that's the reality that Man United fans don't understand. That's not me cooking Man United. That's not me bantering or anything. Players don't get better at Man United. They get worse.
They're dead already.
Exactly. Man United at the current moment, I am telling you guys, if any player join Man United, if Julian Alvarez tomorrow join Man United, he'll get worse. He'll get worse. And instantly. The club is dead. The environment is dead. Right? Everything around the club.
I love how happy
is
Mo is.
rotten, bro. It's rotten.
I'm pretty happy
And
about this too.
Do you know why I'm not one of the people that keep saying I told you so? But when 2 years ago I was doing shows with Husam, when it was the most of you guys, I did shows with you like 4 years now, and I said that Man United are no longer a big club. They laughed at me. We'll always be a big club. We'll always have the mentality. We'll always have the standard. Yesterday, the brand of football, it's not even championship. Leeds play better football than Man United.
They might be duking it out next season for relegation.
Ipswich play better than Man United.
It's either tactic.
I mean, that game wasn't good on both sides. I wouldn't just throw us under the bus with the quality of the final.
The quality. Okay, I told you.
No, but
Allah,
Ange did what is expected of him.
Kate can
You
vouch
score
for
a
this.
goal. That's it.
Before we start the show, I told Kate this is one of the lowest quality games I've watched in years, by the way.
Yeah,
But
for a neutral,
Spurs-
the game was terrible.
But Spurs got a goal, defended. Okay, 1-0. The
We
trophy
gave
is
them the
there.
goal.
You
I know.
literally,
The
Luke
fact
Shaw
that the only
literally
goal
scored.
scored was an own
his
goal
final.
just sums up the quality of that final.
And I'm going to tell you guys something. In Liverpool's worst seasons, in Chelsea's worst seasons, in Arsenal's worst seasons, the football was never this bad.
I mean, it was bad last year.
And by the way, I'm telling you guys something. Even though Spurs are 17th this season, you would rather watch Spurs than Man United play football.
Of course.
Any day
Yeah,
of the
'cause
week.
they're fun. They're fun when they get to go for
Any
it.
day of the week, you open the TV, you want to watch Spurs, I don't want to watch Man United. It's awful, it's horrific, it's garbage, it's a
Basketball
trash
games.
brand of football
How
that
do you
nobody
think we
wants to
feel?
watch.
Modric?
That's reality.
Whoa, Modric?
I
Modric
wouldn't
has
want to watch
retired.
United or
That's what they
Chelsea. or
say.
Arsenal.
Yeah, I'm like, I saw it in the chat. I'm like,
Yeah,
what is
he
it?
is.
Those three are
I thought
quite
he was signing a
boring.
new contract.
I thought Modric. That
Yeah,
means
that's
they're getting
what I thought
Enzo
he was going to stay
Fernández.
one more year at Real Madrid.
That means they're getting Enzo Fernández from Chelsea.
No, they're not, though. No, they're not. All right, that's been put to
They're
bed.
not going to pay $100 million for Enzo.
By the
They
way,
won't do
I have to
that.
tell you one thing. Them not getting Enzo Fernández, by the way, and Chelsea fending for Enzo, which is a good segue. You fending for the club and fending for yourself. We're not gonna sell. I don't think it's that much in your hand because he signed a 9-year contract. If Enzo Fernández, and we said that yesterday, said I want to leave and I want to go to play for Real Madrid, it's my dream.
Oh, he is.
You have nothing to do. You're not gonna. But by the way, you're not gonna make the guy play against his will, right? Like we all agree that nobody does.
Yeah. Yep.
Nobody does, and he's gonna go. How much? That is when we're gonna talk about, right? Nobody plays a player against their will. But my question to you, Nina,
Mhm.
how much money do you think Enzo's worth? How much money should Real Madrid put on the table?
Just to go back to your point right now about not playing the player against his will, I don't actually believe that Enzo Fernández would want to move away from Chelsea at this current moment. I don't believe it, even for Real Madrid right now.
Oh,
And to answer your second question about how much money, some have said 130 mil. That means what, making 10, 20 million profit on the player? No way. So
Madrid
you've got
won't pay that for him.
Why
They
would
pay more for Enzo than they did for Jude.
Okay, forget that. Why wouldn't Enzo? Okay, let's put a hypothetical that it's very plausible. On Sunday, it's either you win the game or
Yeah.
you draw and lose the game. You miss out on Champions League. That means the third year in a row where you're missing on Champions League. Why would if a team like Real Madrid with Mbappe, Vini, they're looking for this, they're looking for that with Jude, come for Enzo Fernández? Why do you think Enzo wouldn't want to leave Chelsea? Objectively, why? What is so appealing about the project that has, and by the way, that has not started this season, that has started for 3 years and has failed to qualify, if that happens, that failed to qualify for the Champions League?
Mhm.
What would be
Because
appealing?
He currently has the chance to be that guy. He's been given the captain armband. What he was sold the project of eventually getting back into the Champions League might happen on Sunday. We will maybe get there, hopefully, God willing. We beat Forest and everything's fine. We get into the Champions League, and again, he's been given the captain armband. At the moment, he is pretty much orchestrating a lot of our attacks. He's very creative. He is guaranteed to play game in, game out. He doesn't have to worry, okay, fine, Madrid are strengthening. He does have potential to play a lot more there, but at this current moment, he can be that guy at Chelsea, and he's still young. And if he is that good and he still hits his ceiling, he could go to Real Madrid in a few years, fine. But at this current moment, to stay in the Premier League, to play in, arguably the best league in the world, why is that a bad incentive to be here next season?
It's not a bad incentive. It's good, but has the project, if you don't get, by the way, Scott, I think there's echo come from something.
For me,
I think so, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. I get it, but if Real Madrid come calling, why do we say that Saliba would leave and Trent would go and Konate would go, but not Enzo from Chelsea? The Real Madrid call is different.
No,
Yeah, nobody turns down Real Madrid.
Look, I know that. I don't live in a la-la land. I know Real Madrid is obviously one of the most attractive calls to get as a player. That's absolutely fine. I get it. But sometimes there are other factors that come into play for players. And I just think with how young he is, with how things are going here for him at Chelsea and how happy he is, he's finally found his confidence. He has been trusted with the captain armband and he's using it well. Again, he is that guy. And I think he just has a chance to stand out more here next year in the Premier League at Chelsea, playing in the Champions League, than maybe going this year. That doesn't mean next year it's different or the year after. Of course, that's different. I just think in this current moment right now, in summer, I don't know. I just think it might be more attractive for him.
Yesterday, I was doing a solo show, and it's a very, very good talk about Chelsea. And there is 2 projects at the current moment that are on the rise and 2 projects that have won. The Man City from the big teams. There are 3 projects, I'm sorry. Newcastle, Arsenal, and Chelsea. The 2 projects that are continuing to win are Manchester City and Liverpool. If we compare the 3 projects, Newcastle, Arsenal, and Chelsea, a lot of Chelsea fans told me yesterday, they were speaking real about how appealing the Chelsea project in comparison with Newcastle or Arsenal project. And a lot of people think that the project has started this season. Do you believe that the owners have started the project this season, or it has started 3 years ago?
No, it started 3 years ago. They just got loads of things wrong. So we've been taking steps backwards in the project, but it wasn't restarted this year. They made it pretty clear that it doesn't restart when a new manager comes in either. So, yeah, we've just been tripping up along the way. But, yeah, a lot of people will say that Enzo Fernández represents that project because he, as a profile, as a player, as a prospect, with the money spent on him, the price tag, everything, that represents the investment, the looking ahead to the future, the getting us back into a good spot. With a decent little CB winning the World Cup, that's quite big, etc. But he represents that project. So I think even if he goes to Real Madrid, whatever, this summer, then a lot of Chelsea fans will turn around and be like, okay, well, it was that easy. Then where is this investment? Where is this long term? Do you know what I mean? And I just think that Still, obviously, I recognize my club has been in a poor state. I'm not delusional. Even if we make the Champions League, that's just achieving the goal before coming into the season. This season by no means has been pretty or straightforward or convincing or as good as in our standards, in our books, needed to be. However, we are still a step closer. We're getting into that Champions League. Again, we're going to be where we want to play. Hopefully, my eyes are about and all into this league next season. I want to be competitive. I want to be up there. I want to be striding and hanging into these games where I'm looking at the last game of the season to tell me if I'm going to be in the Champions League next year or not. That's not what I want. So, yeah, again, it's not been smooth sailing, but we are still at least back where we want to be next year after all of these back steps that we've taken.
So that is one game change. It depends on Sunday, basically. So
well,
Sundays,
because it depends if we will be in the UCL or not.
you think the project? What do you think if you don't make Champions League? What happens?
No, I'm telling you, Mo, that Enzo Fernández represents the project, right? We get into the Champions League next year. To them, they will turn around and tell you, "This is it. This is what we were trying to do." That's it.
What if
That's
it doesn't?
beautiful and everything, but when Real Madrid come calling for a South American player, that's what they grew up watching. It's the same thing with Barcelona.
Let's wait out and see, yeah?
It's the same for, yeah, but we're here to just address the news and speak our opinions. I can't just wait for official information, else I wouldn't do any content. I can't just wait for the here we go and then go live. So like the thing is, yeah, they're not being Tom Little, one live video every month. So imagine I did that last summer, just Chiesa at the end of the window, just 3 months off. So now with this conversation, I do think that South American players do dream of playing for Barcelona and Real Madrid. I think if Chelsea don't make Champions League this Sunday, it will make the situation a lot more difficult, because then Enzo would have to also think about playing Champions League football, which is something that obviously he wants. So I wouldn't rule out this move just yet, because Perez is completely on one right now, and he's trying to create this Galactico thing. And it's actually come out and say, like, they've come out and said that they're trying to create the Galacticos. So I don't know. I wonder who the next step are. I do sometimes though think that a lot of the times some players are linked to Madrid just to bring the price up. So I wouldn't be that mad at what Nina's saying, because you look at this Madrid team and they clearly need defenders right now. That's the main thing that they need, which is why you see Saliba, Konate, blah, 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 all linked with them. They've gotten Trent, so now it's the right back problem solved. I think they're looking at a left back as well. So like it's just, yeah, I think that's the issue. So, but at the end of the day, listen, players in South America, just like Luis Diaz, linked to Barcelona. His dad comes out and says every 5 seconds, "My dream is for my son to play for Barcelona." These guys, listen, at the end of the day, they didn't grow up, with all due respect, watching like, Frank Lampard. They grew up watching like R9, Ronaldinho Gaucho, If I could go back in the day, even mention names like Javier Saviola, Zamorano, Salas, like all these players all played for Real Madrid.
They're too young to watch these people. But
yeah, Rivaldo. So many iconic South American players all ended up playing for Barca or Madrid. So that's just their dream, to be honest with you. And I understand why. So there's nothing wrong with that, but we'll see. I think if they beat Forest this Sunday, it makes the decision
I think
easier.
it changes everything. To be honest with you, like, as for Man United,
it's actually Chelsea's actual final. Like, that's the actual
same
final
as Man United. It changes everything Sunday. And it's not the Conference League. It's, if Chelsea make Champions League, I think they can attract different names. I think the project would be, we would call it at this moment, successful at the current moment. They are hitting their objective. And I think players would want to stay. Players would want to come play for Chelsea. I think it changes everything this Sunday for Chelsea. That's why we say Chelsea must win this Sunday, to be honest. Must win this Sunday.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Let me do a couple of these.
I ask you one question. Gun to your head right now. You either beat Forest or beat Betis. Which one are you choosing?
Forest.
That's an easy. Oh my God! You just said that. That's such a...
Whoa!
You're gonna roll into
Whoa! Standards
ground
FC
and win?
fans won't agree with you. Standards FC will tell you trophies over everything. So chill out.
No, I don't think any logical Chelsea fan will ever. Champions
Who told
League.
you all Chelsea fans are logical? We work with Don.
There's Don, yeah.
Sure, Don is logic. Don would definitely tell you that he would.
Don
won
with
the
the
logical
Champions
hype.
Portuguese Forest as well. Come on.
Every Chelsea
Good luck.
fan would tell you.
Good
this.
luck.
No, every Chelsea.
They're
fan
not
would tell you
hungover
this.
like it was at Anfield. You know, Forest have they want the Champions League too. Talk
Sir
about
Jim
heritage right
Ratcliffe's net worth dropped by about 6.4 billion, approximately $8 billion in the past year.
there. Oh,
But that
I
has
don't think this
nothing
is
with Man United.
tiny violin for him.
That
Yeah,
that's
this
not
is-
has
I
nothing to
always-
do with Man United, by the way. That has nothing
Yeah.
to do with Man United.
Cheapest
I don't
billionaire
know.
out there.
Diallo, I don't know what you're talking about here. I don't know who you're talking about, to be honest. I have no idea, to be honest with you.
Who's the big? Are they
He's
talking
talking
about Rodrigo? He might be talking about Rodrigo. Because the joke is
Ah,
that Rodrigo is Bangladesh.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
he said. Take this from a Liverpool fan who has 2 Spanish clubs come knocking for our player, especially South Americans. You cannot stop them from leaving.
Yeah.
I hear you, Jay, but
I'm not fighting it. Like Luis Diaz to Barcelona, I'm not fighting it at all. I know he wants to play for Barcelona.
yeah, but
I know
Enzo Fernández is the captain of Chelsea. They can't just let him go.
Oh, the captain of Chelsea اللي بسمع بصدق ارحمنا حبيبي. Captain.
I didn't
Wasn't
want
Conor
Joro.
Gallagher the captain as well when he went? Or has I made that up?
Yeah, but
No.
the club wanted Gallagher to go. The
Ah,
club
okay.
don't want Enzo to go. That is
Oh.
different. I
So if
didn't
they
want
get the money, they will say no as well.
I think so. He will not take a loss on Enzo Fernandez. You think he will
You
take a
still
loss?
don't know American owners more.
Okay,
Money
do you
over
think
everything.
Chelsea will take a loss on Enzo Fernandez?
Money over everything more.
Never in a
Okay.
million years.
Okay, the problem, Husam, they spent a lot of money. They will never take a loss on Enzo Fernandez, especially when he's performing very well this season. They will never
If
take
they
a
don't
loss
get
on-
Champions League football, they might have to take a loss to rebuild their team.
Absolutely no, that's not happening. I'll tell you that now.
Yeah, but you can't sell any hotels anymore because they changed that rule.
But they play Club World Cup, they make
They're
100
gonna win-
million.
Yeah, they could win
They make 100 million. They make 100 million from Club World Cup.
We all know, guys, everyone cut the shit. They're not going to win the fucking Club World Cup with Madrid in there, with like teams like that in there. Allow
You
it.
don't need to win it.
in there too.
You don't need to win it. I think you're
Yeah, City are
underestimating
in it as
Chelsea.
well.
I think you're
A
underestimating
South
Chelsea.
American team's gonna win it because
Like, you're underestimating Arsenal.
Oh, yeah, I'm underestimating Chelsea because out of all the clubs in the Club World Cup, I'm supposed to be saying like PSG are in it, Inter are in it, Real Madrid are in it, Bayern Munich are in it, but oh, guess
Why
what?
is
Chelsea
PSG
are
in
the
it?
one that they're gonna win it. Come on, man.
They're just
Oh,
shoving
please.
teams in who don't deserve it. For
Please, yeah, I'm sure they're so scared of like
the mighty
Cole
Seattle
Palmer.
Sounders.
I wanted to ask you like one more thing about you. I didn't
They
want
got Sanchez
Joro-
in net, by the way. They could be
That's
1-0
a-
up, and then Sanchez just give them the ball.
Yeah, out of all the
Uh,
keepers you have, how is Sanchez the one starting every game?
I didn't want Joro who came for a paycheck while Lille was in the Champions League. This is a player with no ambition like Cunha. Give me hungry, cheap players from scouting. Is this a Man United fan? Yeah, United fan. Yeah,
Must
to be
be,
honest
yeah.
with you. Bro, I'm talking about the fraud Amorim, Big Ange. Respect Big Ange.
Oh yeah,
I think-
Diallo, because he's an Arsenal fan now. He admitted that he was upset.
I
yesterday.
actually think that Man United have just this Amorim project might be a failure already. They need to cut the crap and just get another manager.
might be.
Different. They say give him another year or give him a transfer window. That's what they say. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. They should give him another year.
Yeah.
think
Well,
it-
I'm worried that he's gonna get sacked in like November, December.
I wanted to. Yeah, I think so. I think if he doesn't win enough games by September, even October, he might be sacked. I wanted to ask about the Chelsea thing. That news that came yesterday. That number one, I actually think I forgot something. I apologize. Congratulations, Nina, on being on the BBC with the people. I watched that. That was fantastic and
Nice.
phenomenal.
Congratulations.
That was actually great.
Okay, celebrity, let's go.
She was on the BBC actually, and it's not only radio. She was on the BBC visual as well. So that was
That's awesome.
that is
Thank you,
absolutely
Well done,
great.
well
done.
Great,
Yes.
well done.
Congratulations.
You have to post the link
that.
for
That
it.
was absolutely great.
And is there a link? or
I don't
something?
know. I
Yeah, put it on your
couldn't
Twitter.
find the link. I only saw the story, but I didn't find the actual thing.
I posted it. It's on my Instagram.
It's a
think
reel, but the
it's
whole
on,
thing is not there.
It's on iPlayer. It's a Monday Night Club with Mark Chapman.
Oh my! Yeah, okay. That was the Monday Night Club.
Yeah.
I used to listen to
Chris
that on the
Martin.
radio all the time with Mark Chapman.
Share it, Mo. Share it in new tab.
Oh yeah, that was fantastic. I'm not sure if we can play it, but
Thank you,
don't know.
guys. Yeah, it was
but it was
yeah.
phenomenal.
If it's from radio, I don't think you'll get copyright
No,
infringement.
it's now it used to be. I used to listen to it on podcasts. Now it's visual as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's visual as well now. So they did it,
Yeah.
and they invited her, and it was great. It's 12th of May. Was that it?
Well, I did. That was 5 Live after the, I think
Oh,
before
yeah.
or after the United game, but the Monday Night Club was this Monday, Monday that just passed. So it's on. It would still all be on BBC Sounds or iPlayer or something like that. But I
Yeah.
did post it on my Instagram as well. If anyone wants to
But
see.
follow Nina on Instagram. You'll see like that the work she does. To be honest, that was great.
Thank you,
she
mate.
made it. I like she made it.
well done,
She
Nina.
made it from the world of YouTube all the way to the BBC. That was great.
I'm glad
To be
to.
honest, that
Yeah,
was
and
great.
Saeed was on TNT yesterday. They showed a clip of him.
For his rant, did he meet someone in the car park as well?
No, he
Like,
was in the-
Saeed?
Oh,
the crowd.
Big Steve's waiting for him in Manchester in a car park.
It's fucking
Car park hype.
yeah. It was great. Saeed, like, he
It
was
was
so
beautiful.
depressed.
I'm so
It
glad.
wasn't
that they
even a rant.
Dude, wait for expressions to get back. That guy
Yeah.
is gonna go on a rampage.
That's
It's gonna
gonna
be
be funny.
hilarious. When he shows up to DR Sports and starts ripping on Don Robbie, that's gonna be funny.
Honestly, Spurs saved football, man. Thank God.
I would.
Thank God. Big up Spurs.
Big up
Share it,
Spurs.
if I can share it actually.
I was singing
I
your
still can't
songs
say the
yesterday.
words, but
I saw
very
you,
happy
Husam.
United lost.
Checking the,
Oh, and the
checking the lyrics.
Spurs go marching in. I was so happy yesterday, honestly. I was so happy. Seeing Son
was
lift the Europa League as well. It was
Yeah, I was
beautiful.
happy for Son because that guy has been
Yeah.
very loyal. And
He
The
has.
Liverpool fans
can't
in the
be
chat were all
supported.
just so pro Spurs. It was beautiful. Jacob even came out and started thanking, like, thank you to the Liverpool fans. You guys manifested this. I'm like, I told you guys, man. On this show, I think it was on this actual show, I did say 3 months ago that Spurs are going to win the Europa League, and I stuck by my opinion because I saw a different energy from them in the Europa League, and it was shown like they kept 3 clean sheets in a row. Like I don't think Kate has seen 3 clean sheets in a row in the Prem since Ange has been there. Like that's how focused and locked in they were, and that's why when Mo says what he says about the quality of the game, he's 100% right. Listen, Ange did this thing. You're 1-0 up now. I don't give a shit how we're 1-0 up. We're 1-0 up. I'm going to park in a low block. All you're going to do is Maguire long balls. Okay, no problem. Let's go. You have no solution. I've got Richarlison and a left back on Amad Diallo, so your biggest threat has been neutralized. And now I'm going to add an extra layer of defense with Danso. That's it. Just clear the ball. And
Dude, that goal line clearance from Van de Ven. Whew.
I don't think
I
there's
wouldn't
another
like
defender.
this
that
score
can
as
do
well.
That's
that.
when I
There's
really knew we weren't going to have like a jammy goal come in because that was just
He's a
unreal.
legend. He's a legend just for that, Van der Ven, forever. Because that's the best goal
Build
line
a
clearance I've
statue.
ever seen.
That
Yeah,
like,
another statue.
next to the Ange
but yeah.
statue.
I must admit, though, I did find it weird that going back to the Spurs game, I thought Man United looked a little bit clueless in front of goal, but then when Garnacho came on, it seemed to change, and I wonder why it took Amorim so long to put him on.
I think it just took him
You
too long
watched
to
him all
put subs
season?
on in general. I mean, I don't know why he started Shaw. You could argue Garnacho as well, but
Probably going for experience with Luke Shaw.
I'm actually
The
making
one time he's available,
I brought
all
the
season,
video
he was
actually.
like, I gotta play him.
I found the video actually.
oh, you did?
I found the video actually, the exact minute that Nina made the appearance on BBC.
Ooh,
By the way,
good.
guys, just so you know something
Press in
quickly,
the
just
description.
interesting piece of trivia for you guys. This is important for you as well, Sky, so you can get ready for next season. Because the United finished in 16th, they're now going to be involved in the Carabao Cup games in August.
What?
They're
Wait,
going to
what?
start in... Because Man United finished 16th, they're now going to be in the Carabao Cup games in August. Round 2 and shit. So, yeah.
Oh
As-
my God, is that
Wow.
true?
Yeah, they're going to be in the
That's
August
funny.
Cup games. Yep, going to be beautiful.
That is actually nuts, to be honest.
You're going to be
with you.
taking
The
on
mighty Man
Walsall.
United playing Carabao Cup in
You're
August.
taking on
I never thought I'd see
Walsall
the
and
day.
Cambridge. And
Yeah, bro, I'm
shit,
talking about the fraud Amorim.
University teams pulling up to Old Trafford. Let's go.
Bro. Nina, now that Man United got no Champions League, the lab favorite for Chelsea? That's a genuine question.
I think he was a favourite anyway, regardless whether United lost or won. So yeah, I think we're going to be straight in for him because that's their ideal signing. So yeah,
Another Man City academy player going to Chelsea.
They
Wow.
said
they're
that
gonna
they
get
aren't
Garnacho.
going to target. I think they distanced themselves from Rodrigo, which is very strange for Chelsea. They said he doesn't suit our wage cap and all the stuff, which tells me that
He's
Chelsea,
300K.
even if they make Champions League, they're still going to continue with the same low wage, which is what you said, Nina, to Don and Ziad last 2 weeks. That you said that you don't see the project changing that much in terms of like attracting stars and stuff. You still think that the Chelsea project is gonna go like for like young players upcoming. And I think
yeah. Well, you guys made me believe. That if we did get the Champions League, that changes things. But I truly don't think it does, and that tells you exactly that.
yeah, it's very strange actually that Chelsea, if they get Champions League, they're not gonna go for it. Which is it's very strange, to be honest with you. Like how, like I don't know, bro.
It's hard to get the experienced players they need with the wage
That's
structure.
the project. By the way, the super chat Diallo put up is actually a true super chat.
Which
So
one?
people know.
Let me just do this. Do you think if this is Southgate, United fans will still be behind the project? No.
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 And by the way, rightfully so, because Amorim was successful with Sporting, so they still believe he can bring that success. If it's Southgate, no, because Southgate didn't win a trophy with England. So rightfully so, my man.
I want to ask you a question. Are you the same guy from the terrace? Are you Duarte? Let me know, please.
Okay. Diallo's saying United earned 5 million. They owed Chelsea 3.5 million because of
Oh,
So because they got to the Champions League final, they're gonna pay it. The Europa.
They have a bonus.
Yeah, bonus.
Yeah.
Yep. So they're gonna pay 3.5
How many
million.
finals has he lost now? 7?
Now, well, including yours, yeah.
It's crazy.
That is phenomenal. So nothing is going to change about the Chelsea project. That is so strange, to be honest with you. I really believe that you would be able to get like Osimhen's and Rodrigo's and Gyokeres, and that means a clear path for Arsenal with Gyokeres. I really thought that you would be able to challenge for these players. Who else do you think Chelsea will attract then if you're not going for ready-made players, Nina?
Some more superstars from the other side of the world, maybe some uprising 19, 20-year-olds. The next
you
big
need
thing.
experienced players though. You have to start scraping like the 30-year-olds and the
Couldn't be
guys on the
strange if
decline.
Spurs go for like ready-made players and Chelsea go for like young players. Would it be that strange? Like the team that is gonna finish lower half of the table and win Europa League, and they're gonna play Champions League. They're gonna back Ange with experienced players. I think they're gonna get players, Spurs, and Chelsea go for the delapse and stuff like this. I think that would be very, very strange, to be honest, from the Chelsea ownership. I don't get it. I don't get it.
I mean, I think there is something wrong with their thinking that Delap might just be the best signing that we can make to enter the Champions League in a good spot. That's alarming, actually. But I think that's the route they're going to choose to go down, so they can turn around and say, "Hey, look, you doubted us. We did it the way we wanted to from the get-go." So I don't know, I like you guys told me last time when I was on here, maybe things change. You get in the Champions League. We should recognize that we're not equipped for the Champions League at the moment with what we have. It's not good enough. There's not that much depth. Like in our last league games, we've barely been able to build a start. Okay, fine, we've been able to build a starting 11, but you look at our bench, there is no game changers, and we've not even managed to grind out results in the league. Yet you want to go and compete against Europe's best and hope that your starting 11 just about can grind you out a result. I'm not
and play
sure.
in the league 2 games a week. A big up Sunshine. I know you gotta go, guys. Her channel is in the description. Go follow her, of course. I know that. Congrats on the loss, you fucking fraud.
Thank you. Yes, thank you for congratulating us on the loss. No, but big up Mo. Make sure you hit the like button. Big up to all of you on the panel. Nice to meet you all. Arteta in, and I'll hopefully talk to you guys again soon.
Yes. Big up.
Big up.
Always catching strays.
Couple of super chats. I actually still think that the Chelsea squad is not that bad. It's the utilization of the squad. Okay, I'm gonna do this after we finish this conversation about Chelsea, and then we can just. I actually think your team is good enough with some additions. You have
Mhm.
Neto, Madueke, Sancho. I know that Sancho's not great. He doesn't have to be a starter. You're going to sign a winger. You need a striker. You have 4 midfielders. With Dewsbury Hall, you might sell, you might keep. You have Andre Santos coming in. You need a defender. You need a goalkeeper. You have a left back. And you have 2 right backs. I don't think the squad is that bad, as you say, to be honest with you.
It's not bad, Mo, but is that good enough? It's not bad. I think, you say additions, but I think we do need some upgrades as well. But personally, we all know that we need a striker. We've been crying out for one. It's a few years too late, but whatever, go out and get that guy because, otherwise we're going to be in the same situation next year. Yeah, where on paper, yes, we have good players, but a lot of them are still hot and cold. And we just need a few ready-made players to come in and just add something instantly without the timeline of you have to be patient with them for 6 months to a year, especially if we are going to be competing in Europe. So that's just where we stand. So we do like to aim a little bit higher, and I think we're not in a bad position. Like financially, we will obviously move some players on. We will generate some money. So that shouldn't be a problem. But then again, it's like that with this wage structure that we're holding on to so badly that we've set here. I don't know.
Yeah.
You'd like to think that maybe for that guy, you'd like to bend some things, but
Exactly.
I don't know.
You need those experienced players because, like I said, these young players.
But to be honest with you,
We
to
don't
be
have
honest
bad
with you,
players, that's true.
I think that Chelsea
they're just
should be able
inexperienced.
to actually get something and challenge next season. I think if you get ready, the problem is I think if you get ready-made players, you can jump like what Arsenal did. They jumped from 5th to challenge. I think Chelsea can do this. And they did it with a novice manager in Arteta. But a lot of people don't want this. I know that Arsenal didn't win the league, but I think Chelsea can do this. You have the capabilities of doing this, especially if you qualify for Champions League. You can attract the names. And I know that a lot of people don't like to admit this. Chelsea team is not that bad. Not. It's like, this is why Arne Slot said that Chelsea, when we played them, they look good. The players are strong. I think the Chelsea team is good enough to actually maybe challenge, maybe not be better than City or Liverpool, but it's good enough to not struggle to get top 4.
Yes,
Every time you watch them, you're convinced that this Enzo Fernández guy can produce something. This Caicedo guy is good. Palmer, in his bad season, he has produced 20 GA. That's his bad season.
Yeah.
You need a striker to put the ball in the back of the net. You're the 2nd in the league in creating chances. Like, you need a goalkeeper. You need 1 leader in the defense. And 3 players, as Husam said in the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
The problem is you need a lot of depth to compete in 2 fronts in the Champions League.
And that's it. We've been banking on starting 11 doing a job for us, but I just want, it's been a long time since Chelsea can say we have a game changer on our bench, that player. I just want that guy. And, whether
like 427 players or something ridiculous.
Chelsea squad must be. I let you have your moments.
They do. Actually, Nina, that's actually true.
About a lot of players. Yeah. 2 billion spent.
By the way, that is actually true.
Something like that.
You have a lot of players on your books. Remember, Raheem Sterling is coming back. That is 300K a week that you have to pay.
Oh, right. Sterling.
He's coming
Loan him
back.
out again.
Hello, darkness
Years
again.
is that deal?
My old
I
friend.
cannot believe you gave us.
I'm being serious. Imagine
not
Raheem
like that.
Sterling coming back with 300K a week salary, walk into the dressing room and like, I want to play. I want to play. Imagine this. I'm not sure. And I don't think you're going to sell him. You're going to have to pay him his wage, because I don't think the guy would mind sitting on the bench for the whole year or being exiled if he's making 300K a year. I don't think he'd mind. You have
He'll come.
Kate is right.
In the dressing room if he's not playing.
Kate is right. You have a lot of players still that you need to offload. Chocomaker's coming back, by the way. Oh, Ogo Choco is coming back. I'm reminding you with name.
Andre
How many of the
Santos.
keepers are coming back?
But at least Andre Santos is a good player they can use in the squad.
Yeah.
Ogo Choco, they completely destroyed the
He
guy.
was
He didn't even
Strasbourg
play.
Player of the Year. Ooh.
Joao Felix is coming back.
I'm
Surprise,
so
surprise.
scared of Chelsea next season. They have Andre Santos.
Oh my God, Joao Felix is coming back as well. That is crazy.
Right.
Oh, right. Yeah, Felix.
She's going back.
Tensions already as we speak.
Nina, you better beat Forest this Sunday, or it's gonna be a
Also,
long
yeah, there's
summer for you
rules
as
too.
well.
You can only have 6 loans next season.
you know.
You know, you
What
keep
do you
It's a
mean?
long summer for you. You
out.
don't beat Forest. I'm warning you right now. See this
Oh.
Sunday. This is your most supported game of the season. You don't win that. Oof. Oof.
gonna
It's
be
gonna be a
so
problem.
Do you believe you're gonna win against Nottingham Forest?
I hope. I don't know if
Okay,
I believe
no,
my
The
hands
Figure
are
out-
hope.
good.
I want the
luck.
belief, not the
Luck.
hope.
Don't give us hope. Give us belief.
I give you belief and hope and lots of stress.
She's turning into like I'm sitting on the fence. I can't give you an answer. because
Yeah,
I don't
Nina's
know.
just sitting on the
No,
fence.
guys,
now.
I'm literally going to the game. What's the point of going when I'm not believing? And I don't think we
Oh,
can do
you're
it.
going to the.
You're
You're
going-
traveling to the
You're
game.
going to
Yeah,
the
it's
game.
phenomenal.
Well, yeah, I won't miss it for the world. So we'll be there, and you know, we're going to back the team. I mean, the only thing I'm kind of sort of banking on maybe a bit of an advantage for us is that I think actually that there's incentive in for Forest could be a good thing. It could actually be a good thing for us because, you know, I think mentality and the way we've showed fight in some of the games where we've even lacked quality, to me, that's a good sign. You know, yes, I think quality's not always been there, but we have showed a lot of fight in many of these games. And a lot of these players do actually want to win. They want to get there. So that makes me believe, certainly. And I think Forest will come out and play a game. And I think, you know, they will leave us some space. And we know we don't necessarily play the best against teams that sit back. And I don't actually think Forest will do that. So that gives me a little bit of belief, but I think it will be entertaining. And I think, you know, Forest, they will make it hostile for us, but we've had a good away support. I know away games have generally in the second half of the season troubled us and challenged us, but this one's huge. And I know that the players understand what this game means, and that gives me a little bit of comfort.
I want Chelsea to win this game because I want to see Chelsea in the Champions League. I don't want to see.
Aww.
I'm cheering
You
Forest
don't
all
like
game
that
long.
From a
Nottingham Forest
content
Champions League
perspective-
heritage? You don't want to
Sam,
see that?
Sam,
You were
Sam,
hoping
would you
it
rather have Aston Villa play Real Madrid or
No,
Chelsea play
listen,
Real
from a
Madrid?
content perspective, it's a lot better to have Chelsea in there. I can't even lie.
Yes.
Y'all forgetting Forest and Champions League heritage.
Exactly.
Well,
They
come
have
on,
the
Forest.
same- they have
man.
the same Champions League as Chelsea does. Their
Mhm.
fans love to remind us. Even though
Trying to
none
make
of them
money next year. I'm
remember
not
that.
sure
Kelk,
people will be
Man
tuning
City-
into
Man
Forest
City-
watch-alongs.
Yeah. Man City have more online fans to watch YouTube than Nottingham Forest. So we would rather have that with all
It's
those.
just Wolfie rattling everybody even more next season. Give that guy a little ammo, more ammo. Ooh,
Yeah, but
it's
Wolfie
gonna
is
be
doing
even
to
funnier.
Forest what City is doing, what Hamza did to City. Just give globalizing the club.
He keeps saying they've got this like simmering pot of fans all over Indonesia and Asia and all. He's like, there's Forest fans everywhere. We're just waiting to explode. I'm like, okay, let's see them.
Also, I think,
Next season.
to be honest with you, I think if Chelsea make Champions League, that
Nina, did you
might
support
change.
Man United against Spurs yesterday?
Pardon?
Did you support Man United against Spurs yesterday?
I didn't support anyone.
No,
I'm
but
gonna-
like, who would you prefer to win yesterday?
Honestly, I was saying this on streams even before the game. I'm not saying I'm supporting Tottenham, and I'm not saying I support Man United because I'm focusing on the team that loses. For me, it's good either way. I actually don't care. And I don't think I care about Tottenham as much as some of the other Chelsea fans do personally, because United deserve what they got yesterday. No, I'm serious. They've been lucky for too long. They actually do. They deserve to lose that game. They've grinded out on luck way too many years, and they've had players bailing them out in certain games, and you know that luck comes to an end at some point. So yeah,
I think you
it's
might
the
want to
happiness I'm
have.
taking is the team that lost. Huh?
The reason I ask you that question is I don't know how much you hate Man United, but I do think that you might want like United to beat Villa this Sunday. You know, at least make your life a bit easier.
Well, no,
Yeah,
that'd be
no,
fine
I
because Chelsea have a massive goal difference advantage on Villa.
Yeah, that's why if United beat Villa and even Chelsea draw, they go there in the Champions League, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but
Yes.
Come on,
Can
let's
Even-
go.
Chelsea
If
lost
you
by
okay, hold
10
on.
goals
If
to
United,
Villa.
oh no, yeah, you have to get a draw against Forest.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's what I'm
after
saying.
that,
So if United beat Aston
away.
Villa, wait, if United beat Aston, yeah, bro, Chelsea's goal difference is 20. So if United beat Aston
Villa's is
Villa
like 9.
and Chelsea, by the way, even a loss, they would.
No,
qualify.
I lost support Nottingham Forest.
Oh yeah, because Forest go above them, so they need a
Yeah,
draw.
yeah.
They need a draw.
I kind of
So-
actually need. Oh man, I'm in a kind of. I need Forest to not.
I'm
qualify.
completely.
We're trying to
focused
get
on
Gibbs
the
White, and it'll be
game.
cheaper if they don't have Champions League.
By the way, City are still in danger of missing out. By the way, if
No.
Chelsea,
They
I think
qualified.
if the only way we don't make it is if we lose and everyone else wins,
Okay.
and then somebody has to win by like a massive amount.
no.
'Cause we have the best
no.
goal difference out of all the
Yes.
teams.
Yes, but if you lose against Fulham away and
And
Chelsea,
everyone else
Newcastle,
wins.
Villa
All
win,
City
you're
needs is a
out.
draw.
But then but if we have a massive goal difference. So if
Look at the goal difference, Mo.
Yeah, I looked. It's
Forest would have to-
26.
we have a massive goal difference over Forest. So if Forest
Okay, you're
win and
saying
we
it's
lose,
26. So
they
Newcastle is
still have to, like,
22,
win by,
Chelsea is
like, 5 or
20,
6.
Villa is 9, and Forest is 13.
And we're at
Yeah, but
26.
It depends if Man City
27?
win, guys. You have to understand. Like, it depends. Man City play away at Fulham. What if they lose the game?
I think Newcastle are going to miss out. Unpopular opinion.
You think
Against
Everton?
Everton.
No defenders. All their defenders are injured.
Everton is their bogey team.
It's
No, I
at
think
St.
they're
James,
gonna
though,
win.
isn't it?
Isak,
I
you know
think
what to
They're
do,
not
buddy.
gonna lose. They're not losing at St. James. It's not.
No,
Gonna
they're not. They're gonna win the game.
with Everton have no defenders. No, they're all injured.
I think they're gonna win the game. To be honest with you, I think they're gonna
Who?
win the game.
Newcastle.
Yes, I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
Chelsea. I
James
think
Pierce.
I think at the current moment, it's gonna be Chelsea, Newcastle, Manchester City as is. I think Chelsea will win the game. And if Chelsea draw, I think Aston Villa will draw the game.
I think
Man
Chelsea
United.
will draw the game and go through.
Yeah,
And
but
now,
you have-
actually,
I think we're
interestingly,
gonna win. So
interestingly enough, I think now that United lost the Europa League final,
They're gonna
they
play
might
two
give.
games.
Yeah, they'll give a lot of fucks this Sunday. Like they'll
Really?
actually.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
they might just circle down the drain. For
I think
sure.
United are gonna try their best to beat Aston Villa, just to
No, they
give
want to
the
beat
fans a
Nah.
good feeling and shit.
You know,
Is
I'm
it
really
at OT?
afraid. I'm really afraid that Chelsea might
must be at
attack,
Old
attack,
Trafford.
attack,
It's
and
near
Nottingham
away.
Forest might steal a goal and just sleep on it for the whole game. I'm
You know
afraid
what
that-
I'm gonna be doing this Sunday, inshallah, watching my team lift the Premier League.
That's all you have to care about.
Vamos!
Have I done that?
Let's
You guys
fucking
can
go.
actually say goodbye to Trent.
Vamos.
Yeah, good luck topping that De Bruyne exit. That was.
I don't know. I doubt the club would do anything like that.
One
No,
of your
no.
own gonna do nothing. That's sad. Kev's not even English, and look at the send off he got.
Hey, one of your own is Chelsea's best player.
Let me do this two super chats so we can
Hey
finish the
man,
show.
Kev De Bruyne, not too bad for a Chelsea flop. 60 million. Remember that?
The two best players in the league are both Chelsea flops.
Do you think
Crazy.
Kane would rather?
Hold that, Lena. Hold that. You had KDB and Mo on the same team. Same
Yeah.
team, Nina. Imagine.
I know he's not the same level, but you also have Nathan Ake. He's pretty damn
Can you
good.
imagine the domination you'd have had over the last 7 years? Had you had them both?
They weren't gonna be the same. They had to leave Chelsea. The
Thank
pressure
you,
was
Mo.
too much.
We would have
Of course, Mo
ruined
comes
them.
in. Captain
It's
saves
banter.
Chelsea
It's
over here.
it's dead
That's
banter.
how
So I think
Defending Chelsea all the time.
I did. Do you think Kane would rather lift the Europa with Spurs or the Bundesliga trophy? I think the Europa League would mean more to him. 100%.
Europa
Yeah.
for sure.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
I think if Judge Mo was the manager of Bayern with Kate as his assistant, they would have won the Bundesliga.
Thank you so much.
100%.
Wait, but if I was assistant, then no.
No, Nina, because you wouldn't show up after a loss.
There would be no losses though, because that's the mentality I would install.
Of course.
You shouldn't have said that. You should. Yeah, anyway. You should
I'd have
said-
Nina as sporting
You
director.
wouldn't be the assistant because you would be the coach. It's different.
Yeah. I'd have you as sporting director, Nina. Don't worry.
Mo, you know who I want? Not Osimhen, Matteo Retegui. No, he's not good enough. He's all right.
That's Tom Little. Dakai, just so you know, you're agreeing with Tom Little. Revise your life choices.
This is not. He's not. Well, I'm telling you, he's not good enough. He's not great as a football player. He's not great as a football player. Okay, you need someone else. Big Ange truly deserved yesterday. Gone through a lot. Big Ange definitely deserved. I'm telling you, Wallahi, Husam said it right.
Some guy wrote he would either be a hero or a clown, and he called him out in the press conference.
Yeah. Jose Mourinho press conference when he said I'm a special one. Then the quote of Ange Postecoglou. It's not maybe. I
always win things in my second season.
Nothing tops that. Nothing but Jose Mourinho. I'm a special one. Nothing.
Because he delivered as well.
Yes. United will try their best and still get slapped with Aston Villa. They might, to be honest.
Possibly.
Chelsea are finishing 7th. Okay, there's two super chats that say Chelsea will not win. Forest will score first goal and sit back, and Chelsea can score with no strikers. Villa, City, Newcastle will get top 5.
Whoa.
That's interesting how Forest will approach it. 'Cause
No.
I think they want to sit back. But
I
if
think
Chelsea
the
somehow score
worst-
first, their game plan's shot.
I think the worst thing that will happen for Chelsea if they lose the game and they don't win against Betis, because that means Conference League again.
Oh, please let that happen. Please.
Please.
Okay, you've had your moment.
No,
It's not personal to you.
I think Chelsea,
Conference
that
League
time,
again. Ole, ole.
they won't play Conference League.
Conference
I
League
think they
again.
will take a year off.
Back to Kazakhstan.
They will take a year off. They will take the hit instead of finances. They will take it as banned from Europe for that year. Juventus did that instead of paying the fine.
So who plays in Conference League then?
No, the one after.
Bournemouth or
Yeah.
Fulham?
Chelsea have a choice to do that because they might be hit with a
No,
fine.
I think it would be Brighton because
It depends. It depends who finishes.
Bournemouth
there.
losing. Bournemouth and Fulham losing. I don't think they have the points.
Oh, actually, it's Brighton, and
Yeah,
it's
Brighton. I
either
think is
Brighton
below
or
that.
Brentford.
Or even
and Brighton.
Brentford's in the mix too.
Oh,
Brentford's
are
ahead of
actually
Fulham and Bournemouth.
supporting, Betis in the final. Let's
Well,
go.
Brighton
Let's
plays
see
Spurs, and Spurs are
that. This
going
is
to
the
be
year of the
wrong.
bird. Never forget.
We know that Spurs are going to lose the
This
last
is the
game
year
at
of
the
the bird.
stadium.
Be worried, Nina. Just telling you. This is the year of the bird. All the birds have won this season. The
Again,
Magpies,
another-
the Eagles, the Liverbirds, and
Bermuda Gunnar is saying Chelsea won't win away
Okay.
this weekend as well.
Great, I love how everyone's trying to build up my confidence and then everyone's just stripped it in the super chats. Thanks a lot, guys. Love you all.
build her up to tear her down. That's what we do around here. Let's go.
Guys, just before we finish this, I really wanted to show this to the people because this is it's just for all of us. This is great.
FA Cup final to the Women's FA Cup final. Chelsea beating Manchester United 3-0 on Sunday to complete the domestic treble. Their
I know
first
this guy.
It's
treble
Mark Chapman,
for
Husam. That's one of the
4
most
years,
famous
since 2021, which
presenters
was
in the
won by,
history of the sport in
Emma
England.
Hayes. Nina Christova is host of
Same
Chelsea
it.
Fan TV. Evening, Nina.
Good evening, guys. How are you doing?
Yeah, very good. Thank you. Thank you very much for being on. And that caps off a nearly, and we'll come on to the Champions League side of things, but a nearly perfect debut season for Sonia Bonpastor.
Yeah, spot on, Mark. I mean, we're really, really chuffed with how everything's gone. I think I speak for everyone when I say we were slightly nervous coming into the season, what would follow after Emma Hayes leaves. There's a lot of transition, but it's been so seamless. And of course, she's capped it off with a treble, as you said. So definitely things to dream of. Hasn't quite been as perfect, but we'll leave that till next year. And you know, it's been great to see so many additions settling in well, how competitive we've been. And I thought, you know, sometimes when you win so much, you can get complacent, but actually we showed that this winning culture we have here at the club has only inspired us to dream bigger, compete bigger, and hopefully become better as well.
Well,
Fantastic appearance, Nina. To be
Well
honest
done.
with you, well done. Wallahi, well done. That
Well
was
done, Nina.
phenomenal.
Well done.
Fantastic.
Also-
Fantastic.
Thanks,
fantastic.
guys.
I'm very proud that your record signing is an American for the Chelsea women. Naomi
Yeah.
Gurmaz, my girl.
Yeah,
Now,
no,
big up everybody
love
that is
her.
here. Nina's channel is in the description as well. That is her personal channel. She does a lot of Chelsea work as well. Kate and Jimbo, the perfect match, is in the description as well.
Shout
Along
out
with
Jimbo,
Jess.
Nobel Peace Prize winner. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Husam channel, of course, is here. Congrats!
Jimbo!
Yeah.
Jimbo! How you doing, mate?
Oh,
And,
dear.
this stream will take you to Ziad. Big up Kelp for being here, of course. And Don and Jess couldn't make it for work, but we'll be here next week as well. Thank you so much, people, for watching us. We appreciate you. Hit that like button before you go. Congratulations to Spurs, and hopefully Chelsea will win because I don't want to see Nottingham Forest. We're out of here, people.